outside the things that been pushed in your mind. It's a good time. Now it's a good time. Got to lose some battles, but you'll make it in time. Yes, you'll make it in time. Got to lose some battles, but never give up your fight. Don't give up the fight if you're ready. Got to lose some battles, but you'll make it in time. Yes, you'll make it in time. Got to lose some battles, but never give up your fight.
Beau Cody, come on. Well, come and see, transitioning into a new era, body long. Well, come and see, your inner beings are sleeping now. I think it's time to wake 'em up. In a world of information, we must not be naive. We must focus on the future, just to save humanity. Lost
Lose some battles, but you'll make it in time. Yes, you'll make it in time. Got to lose some battles, but never give up your fight. Don't give up the fight if you're ready. Lose some battles, but you'll make it in time. Yes, you'll make it in time. Got to lose some battles, but never give up your fight. Got to lose some battles, but you'll make it in time. Yes, you'll make it in time. Got to lose some battles, but never give up your fight. Don't give up the fight if you're ready. Got to lose some battles, but you'll make it in time. Yes, you'll make it in time. Got to lose some
Okay,
battles,
what's
but
going on,
never
everyone?
give up your
My
fight.
name is Beau Cody. Hope you guys are doing good. So, back, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, there was one of the biggest shows I've got to do. It was called Reggae Roulette. And so let's kind of listen through. This broadcast is kind of to show you guys kind of what goes into throwing an event, especially during something like this. So if you guys have any comments or anything, say what's up. This is my first time kind of like multi-streaming, so I got to kind of figure out where all of these comments are. But anyways, give me 1 second, okay? What the hell? Okay, perfect. So yeah, I guess let's get started. So here is a little starting video, and yeah, we'll get going. Ready?
Ninth Island, Reggae
Enjoy.
Roulette. Let's go check it out.
Take it to the beach, please.
Okay, so to kind of explain this a little bit more, once again, my name is Beau Cody. So Ninth Island Reggae Roulette, I had as an idea in my mind for about maybe like 10 years. And the whole premise was, everybody is too like caught up with, especially at concerts, like, oh, who's gonna be closing out the night? Who's the headliner? This and that. So the story behind this show is that there is no headliner. There's three bands. At the beginning of the event, a roulette wheel will kind of spin, and that kind of determines, what band goes when. And it was actually a lot of fun. It was really cool. So one thing that we wanted to do was we wanted to have an intro for the show. So the videographer, his name is Hugo. We got together before, and the whole premise was um, I am preparing on the last day for the show, and I oversleep, and I wake up at 5 p.m., and the show starts at 6 p.m. So here is the little intro. Hope you guys enjoy it. Tomorrow is the big day. Ninth Island Reggae Roulette at AV Vegas. Hope to see you there. Boom. So the bands, check. Liquor, good. Vendors, the video and media, good. Lighting, sponsors, DJ, volunteers. This is gonna be a dope show. Hello?
Hey, Bo, where are you, man? Yeah, my car just broke down. Are you still sleeping? You better hurry up, man. We got a show.
Oh, damn, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be right there.
I'm gonna try and call an Uber or something.
No. Man, what's going on? Hey, what's up, man? Where you at?
All packed up. I'll have to go to the venue.
All right, man. Yeah, bet. I'll see you at the show.
All right, man. Peace.
Okay, perfect. Who's next? Yeah, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. What's up, man? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm on my way to the show right now.
Hey, what's that noise?
Noise?
It's my favorite
What
part. He said noise. What noise?
Okay, shoot this.
All right, last one. Rob.
Oh, bro, this is the bass I'm gonna use tonight. Reggae Roulette, here I come. Woo! Wow. Oh, strings.
No, Beau's calling.
Huh?
Beau's calling.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Rob? I'm heading to the venue. Where are you at?
Bro, I stayed here already. Hurry up. Okay, shoots.
Okay, perfect. Everybody's on the way. Everybody's almost there. All right, so we couldn't get a real roulette wheel this time. So what we did was we had these huge screens, and we pretty much made it play out like this. So it would roll. We're gonna go through. There were 3 bands that night, but we're gonna go through my band set. Welcome. This is
Okay, so we're the
the
BC
group,
Project.
BC Project.
Bounce to the stage. Bounce to the stage.
Funniest thing, it started.
Anyway, I hope you guys are doing
like
good.
this.
Just to tell you a little bit about this event.
My guitar player,
So
we couldn't
Reggae
find him.
Roulette. I had this thought
Enjoy.
for about 10 years to have a show where there's like no openers, no closers. It's just a night of good music, a night of collaboration. Especially during like hearing all these things about things closing down. Thank you guys so much for being here. Can you guys give a round of applause for your guys' selves? Thank you so much. Also, make sure to get food in the back. We have a bunch of food trucks. We also have the bar. One real quick thing, if you guys are into wine, we did get some wine donated, and all the money goes straight to the bands. So just ask for Vegas Valley wine. I think there's like a Zinfandel and like some kind of white wine. So make sure to do that. Support the bands. Thank you
That
guys
whole
so much.
time.
'Cause it's the way.
That whole time I was trying to stall time so we could find bounce. But anyway, so just to give a little bit more background, so I threw a music festival pretty much in the middle of a pandemic. And, that came with so much challenges. But the reason I wanted to do it, it's been pretty hard this year for a lot of people. And one industry that took a really, really big hit was the entertainment industry. All the bands that played that night haven't had really steady work or a steady job until or since March. And we're at the last month of the year right now, So when everything kind of went down and, things were kind of getting crazy and getting to the point where Las Vegas was going to shut down, I started seeing the narrative that, singers and music and venues and stuff had to stop. And there were funny articles about like singers being super spreaders because there was some incident that happened with a choir, and there are a bunch of like older people, which is already the risk. And one person from the choir infected like almost everybody. So they instantly thought like, it's music, it's singers, because they sing louder, they spread more germs. And I was watching all of this, like kind of just questioning like, what, how, you know what I mean? And I was just seeing this narrative where like live music wasn't important. And I don't know about for you guys, but for me, back in my high school or like college days, whenever I was feeling down, I used to go to the Mai Tai bar. It was a local spot, one of my favorites. And I used to just love watching passionate musicians kind of get up on stage. It was healing for me. So I wanted to, in the beginning of this pandemic, I was really down about a lot of stuff because I went to Colorado March 8th. And I came back and I lost 30, almost 40 shows, 40 shows, just like that. And it showed me how fragile the music industry actually is, because the people at the top, and I'm talking like the Journeys, the J-Boogs, Soldiers of Jah Army, Tribal Seeds, all the bands at the top, they also couldn't work. And it was just kind of crazy. So I was really down about it at first. And then I realized, you know what? Like, I kind of changed my mindset and thought like, hey, so I know this year is trash. And I know that a lot of bad things happen. But it took the whole world to shut down this time to stop me. So why don't I just work harder? Because if I can get through this, like, what's going to stop me next? You know what I mean? So it was probably about like 2 or 3 months ago when I just decided, hey, I'm not going to listen to anything on the news anymore, or I'm not going to like go through this and just wait for my turn to be able to play music again. I want to create something and show that music is important and that live shows can be done safely. So I started doing research. It was a crazy process. I had to get all kind of permits, licenses, in order to make a socially safe and distant live show. And this venue is down at AV Vegas. It's right by the Orleans Casino. And pretty much how it went and how the layout was, if you got to see from the beginning of this show, everybody has their own little like pods and like sections. And all of that is spaced out, 6 feet away from each other. So everybody had their own little area to hang out. But anyway, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to let maybe 1 or 2 songs go. And then, hope you enjoy it. Much love, everybody. Thank you so much for joining here. This is Reggae Roulette. And here's the show.
That you're touching me, babe. Yeah, you know it feels good and you know it feels real, yeah. You don't know what your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, baby. It's hot in the sun, how she lets me know that you're the one for me.
Tell me that you love me and you won't look back. Tell me that you run and you never look back.
Hey, if you guys are having a good time, make some noise.
Tell me that you love me and you won't look back. Tell me that you run and you never look back. Don't be afraid to get up and dance.
Okay, so I wanted to throw in this song because one of my favorite movies on Netflix, The Wrong Missy, this song was featured in it.
I know your face, but I don't know your name. I might have touched, but I don't know who to blame. So I took a trip, heading out over the border. It's so cold in a very warm place. There's a million lights in a very tight space. She'd always wondered how the Milky Way would take. We're still here waiting, but the sun's still not shining. This is a warning, you got to get out of this place. This is a warning, calling from miles away. Yeah, we say, this is a warning, you got to get out of this place. This is a warning, calling from miles away. Now I've been thinking about it, all the things you say, and the words and the melodies from the music that you play. I like to live my life each and every day, making the most of every moment till the moment slips away. You know we always still got work to do, and all the reasons and it is bring me back to you. And I would like to leave you all with this feeling. Say if you want love, you give love, that's all you really need. This is a warning, you got to get out of this place. This is a warning, calling from miles away. Yeah, we say, this is a warning, you got to get out of this place. This is a warning, calling from miles away.
It's getting freaky in this room. Let me hear you say you want that boom, boom, boom. We can take it slower, we can zoom, zoom, zoom.
Baby, if you're ready for the
It's getting freaky in this room. Let me hear you say you want that boom, boom, boom. We can take it slower, we can zoom, zoom, zoom.
baby, if you're ready for the Yeah, we said, this is a warning. You got to get out of this place. This is a warning. Calling from miles away. This is a warning. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, so let's kind of introduce the band a little bit. So if you could see from pretty much this venue. So the reason why I chose this venue, right? If you can see the backdrop, it's Las Vegas. And this place is a little bit off of the strip. And right when I saw a picture of the place, I knew, like, dude, it doesn't get bigger. You know, like, this is the spot. So I made sure to fight for it. I made sure to lock it down. And yeah, so let's kind of introduce the band here a little bit. So if you can see, I'm in the middle. The guy on the bass in the back, his name is Rob. And the woman on the side, her name is Maxine, and that's Rob's wife. It was actually her first show playing with us, and it had to be on like the biggest stage ever. So that was fun. The guy right behind on the keyboard, his name is Jesse. It was also we only played one show together with the keyboard player before we decided to do this show. So dude, it was pretty nuts. And then here, right over here, underneath me, his name is Bounce Cruz. He's the lead singer of ST1 Reggae. He's one of my favorite guitar players out here. And then the only other person we're missing is in the back on the drums. His name is Brent. I pretty much met all these guys randomly, kind of. So to kind of explain how the band came together, I was playing music. I moved over here to Las Vegas 2 years ago. And when I first got here, I couldn't get a show, like, to save my life, because everything's so corporate out here. So it's not just, hey, reach out to venues. It's more like you need to know this person who knows this person who knows Caesars Entertainment. And then the booking people from Caesars Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to kind of find your way through it. So I started playing open mics, and it was crazy. Like, going from, regular shows, coming to a new city, not knowing anything, having to go back to open mics. Like, it was a pretty cool experience, kind of starting from scratch, but then realizing that, it's not from scratch at all, and that you actually do have talent. You just need a stage. So I started playing open mics. And then one open mic led to my first show at the Gold Spike. So I was playing, it was a reggae night, and there was us, ST1 Reggae, and Holly Amano. So all three of the bands that are in this event, oh, that's funny, was my very first show here in Vegas, like my real show. And that night, I opened up the night, solo looper pedal show, and Brent, the guy in the back on the drums, he was in the audience. And he was singing every single song. And I mean every single one. And I was throwing out like underground music. I was throwing out like stuff that not everybody should know, So I was like, how does he know all these songs? And he comes up to me after my set and was like, bro, I really, really liked your stuff. I'm a drummer. If you ever need a drummer, let me know. I said, okay, perfect. Next, probably a month after that, I was starting to play all over the place. I got picked up by a really big entertainment booking company out here. And they had me playing all over the place. Casinos, hookah bars, restaurants. And one of my favorite spots to play at was the Tahiti Village pool. I got to play, island music by the pool, and they had fake sand so I could be barefoot. In fake sand. It kind of made me feel like I was at home. So anyway, I was playing a show there, and Rob, the bass player, he's there with his family, and he said, he kind of talked story with me during one of the breaks. I was like, hey, I play the bass, and I'm from Oahu too, and now I'm living here with my family. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds great. And the band kind of just came together like that. It's us three of the main guys, and then I end up asking Bounce to come play. I wanted this to be a bigger show, so we needed keys, we needed another singer, and yeah, for our first show, like, it wasn't the cleanest show that I've ever played or done, but I'm very proud for how everything went. So let's kind of dive in. Here's a little part, and let's kind of dive in a little bit more to and get to know the band a little bit. Sounds good. I hope you're enjoying. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding.
Get freaky in this room. Let me hear you say you want that boom, boom, boom. We can take it slower, we can zoom, zoom, zoom.
Baby, you got to get. This is a warning. Calling from miles away.
Okay. So anyway, the next song that we end up
This is
doing.
a warning. Thank you guys so much.
If you've been watching me for a minute, you know that one of the first songs I've ever done by myself is Before. I wanted to put a reggae twist on the song, and this is how it ended up coming out. We just wanted to smash people with original music. Enjoy.
I know just what you've been feeling. You're scared all alone, keep retreating from me. Said that you're not ready, but I wanna take it steady with you. With you, I want you, need you. I could see you hot if you want to be my baby. It's crazy, I can make you
First time playing it like
about
this.
those times. Crying,
A little bit more work.
said that you just need a new style. Find peace in my heart. So you know, wanna hold you like I did before. So you know, wanna hold you like I did before. Before. I will wait for you, long as you are ready. Take the keys from my head, where you wanna live. I'll be everything you ever desired. I will always guide your heart. First time, looked into your brown eyes, knew I was right. Make it alright. I need you to see something deep inside me. Would you be mine? Just so you know, yeah. Wanna hold you like I did before. So you know, wanna hold you like I did before.
So a lot of the times during this show, I was just getting lost on stage. We just heard a rumor that things might shut down again in Vegas. So it was like crazy to just see kind of what 2 months of work was. And dude, the concert was crazy. This is one of my favorite songs of the whole set. This one is called Ain't No Use. There ain't no use when the world that you love is gone. And dude, 2020, man. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Beau Cody. What you guys are watching right now is a show that I created and that we had on November 20th, 2020. I threw a mini festival during the middle of a pandemic. And here's a spot now where, the show, it just wasn't one show. So what we did was we did a whole media day with all of the bands, and we did a pre-party event with all of the bands, which was a week before on Sunday. And I kind of created some videos kind of diving more into the bands and more into like who everyone is, because my main selling point here was It's 3 Las Vegas reggae bands. It's a Las Vegas-based AV company, which the company that we threw this event at, it was in the back of their big warehouse, and they do the stages and the media for all of the big shows here: the Bruno Mars concerts, the Kelly Clarkson concerts, Usher's new residency, and everybody has been out of work. So I wanted to, especially with the live stream, I wanted to capture everything really well, and I wanted to show the power of live music, but I also wanted to dive a little bit more into the bands. So here's a little bit of interviews and some music from my band, the BC Project. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast, because I'm enjoying this too. I'm also going to be doing this one more time, full listen through on Friday. So if you want to come in there, make sure to come. Hope you're enjoying. We got about maybe like 7 more songs or so. So there's a lot of music left. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Beau Cody. Now here is the BC Project. Enjoy.
My dad was also a drummer, so growing up, I always had my little drum set next to his big drum set, and that kind of got me started on my musical journey. Played in marching band, jazz band, concert band, all of that through high school and middle school, and just never wanted to give it up.
Mine would be the Eagles when they played in Hawaii in the Aloha Stadium. And I always did love the Eagles, because my dad, like I said, he played music a while and he used to listen to that stuff, so I got hooked on that. So, but yeah, and then I saw them at the Aloha Stadium and I wanted to have front row seats, but I couldn't afford it. So I ended up in the bleed nose section where the tickets were only $10. And so by the ending of the night, to make a long story short, I ended up on the field. I just had to go back old school and do some figuring out, and I ended up there.
So there's 2 for me. One, when I'm driving, if I'm ever down, there's a song called Come Around by Bernhoff. And he's a looper pedal artist from Europe. And like right when I hear that song, it just puts me in the best mood. The second song is Never Too Much from Luther Vandross.
It would have to be Daughters by John Mayer, just because my daughter is just my pride and joy, and every time I hear that song I think about her, and it just really puts me in a good mood just thinking about her.
Yeah, just keep playing. It takes practice. You gotta figure out what works, what doesn't work. Don't get discouraged. Just keep going and it'll work.
So this was the first event we did. Dude, the backdrop of that place, amazing.
Never give up your fight.
Back to the show. Ninth Island, Reggae Roulette. Let's go.
thing I got to say, better not trouble this man. My fears have gone away out of Babylon. For I already paid for the wrong that I've done. And I can clearly say I'm a troubled son. Hey, when judgment day I'll be playing music for the rebel. Hey, boots rock reggae music, playing sweet in heaven. When judgment day I'll be playing music for the rebel. Hey, boots rock reggae music, playing sweet in heaven. Foolish man build up his house on the sand. Rastaman build up a temple in a strong foundation. He who knows just where you know when you say. Don't sit aside and criticize. Help yourself. Hey, when judgment day I'll be playing music for the rebel. Hey, boots rock reggae music, playing sweet in heaven. When judgment day, boots rock reggae music, playing sweet in heaven.
Okay. So if you know me, one of my favorite things to do in a show, I don't want to be the most like polished band. The thing I want to do is start playing songs that people are like, huh? What just happened? So here's another one of my favorite parts of the set. And if you can see, I'm lost on stage.
Once again with the Vision Project, thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm just getting lost on stage because I don't know when we're going to do this again. So once again, thank you so much. Much love, everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry she hit me like saw that thing so beautiful, babe. She just hit my heart, oh, babe. Full force and she got me like, baby, why you so fine, babe? Gotta make you mine, babe. So hard to find. I'll be like, babe, trying to do the thing. Way that she's doing, man, she ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. I think she could rip me now for me, girl. Ta-da, 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 ta-da.
Okay, so this ending part. We never did it correctly until this. Look how big I'm smiling because I'm like, yeah! That was the first time that we ever did it correctly. So let me talk about one thing. If I learned anything from this year, right? If I learned anything, it's that you just have to try your best. Things are going to happen, right? Things are always going to happen to you, but you just have to give it your all. So if you saw the beginning of this show, we did a skit. And the whole thing about the skit was I woke up late and all of the band members were trying to get to the show, right? So during sound check, we had sound check for this show at, I want to say like 1:00 p.m. At the sound check, I figure out that one of my guitar pedals that has all of my guitar tones in it, right? They have like this power pack that powers it up, and it's really specific to just that one machine, okay? It was broken. So I was about to play the biggest show of everything. And if you actually listen, I have no effects because that pedal broke. So I ended up rushing home to see if I had another one, and I didn't. So pretty much the skit was starting to come true, right? So I ended up having to play that night with no guitar effects, which was fine. I just thought, okay, I'm going to just make it a little bit more jazzy than I'm used to, and we're going to just go for it, okay? So that happened that night. Another thing that happened that night was I was, running around because I had to run this entire show. I had to run security, all of the media that was playing that night. I had to take care of the vendors. I had to take care of everything. And it was maybe like 10 minutes before we were going to get on stage. And my videographer was like, hey, just go in the corner, just go to the bathroom and just relax for a little bit, just kind of just kick back. So I ended up going to the bathroom. 5 minutes before I was going to go on stage, my belt breaks, like my belt buckle breaks. And if you can see in here, which we'll talk about later, but I kind of got sick during this show because I wasn't getting any sleep. I was working until like 4 a.m, waking up at 8, just because of the amount of work that it takes to run a festival, especially during this time. So I lost about maybe like 10 pounds. I was starting to get sick. So my pants were really, really baggy. And I ended up having to wear my videographer's belt, which I still have. And all of these things were happening on, a day that I prepared for 2 months. And, I didn't get to play with sound effects. And any other day I would be like so bummed about it. But dude, just based on everything going on and this year, like just try your best. Things are going to happen. Another thing that's funny that happened was I played the show on Friday, right? So this show is on Friday. I played my regular residency on the Strip. I play at Margaritaville every weekend. And I played on Saturday. And then on that Sunday, I threw an event called Wine and Vibes. And it was going to be a really intimate performance. So on Saturday, I'm playing on my looper pedal and my guitar. And I'm hitting the guitar. And I cracked the guitar in half. Well, it's not in half, but there's a huge crack on the top of it. And it was right before the Sunday show. And again, these 2 shows were the biggest things that I've thrown. And all of these problems happened in them. But thinking back, you just have to give it your all, no matter what. So anyway, let's get back to the music. Here is another original. You might know it. Goes like this. Enjoy. Here's an original song. Goes like this.
the first time I saw your pretty face. Seems no matter what I do, feel out of place. Where did you go? Left me behind. Now all this pain of these feelings inside. Now you're gone away. Gone away. When I think about you, my heart just fades away. Seems I need you more and more each day. So won't you come back to me? I will give you everything you need. Now you're gone away, baby. You're gone away, gone away, baby. You're gone away. But these thoughts in my mind, my body can't relax till you're right by my side. 'Cause you're my weekday, you're still my weekday. I say now there's so much distance between us two. Seems to be so much further no matter what we do. It's true, but pretty soon we'll just do what we want to. All this pain and struggle together we'll see through.
Okay, so another part. Throwing songs at people, right? So here's hitting people with a song they wouldn't even think would happen in a reggae show.
Now and then I think of all the times he screwed me over.
And me believing it was always something that I've done. Don't worry. Then we said that we could not make sense, but you said that we could still be friends. Well, I admit that I was glad it was over, baby. You didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. You said I don't need your love, treat me like a stranger and it feels so wrong. You didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. You said I don't need that long, now you're just somebody that I used to know.
One of my favorite parts.
That I used to know, that I used to know, that I used to know, that I used to know. 'Cause I was just somebody who got used to know. Thank you so much.
Okay, so the end of that song. The end of that song is one of my favorite parts of this set too. You know, the words are that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know, right? So I switch it at the end and say I was just someone that you got used to know. And then it ends like that. Like black, fade to black, we're done. But anyway, so let me show you some behind the scenes Once again, my name is Beau Cody. I'm a musician, singer-songwriter that moved to Las Vegas, Nevada 2 years ago. And 2 weeks ago, I did one of the biggest shows that I've ever done before. I threw a mini festival in the middle of a pandemic, a safe, socially distant festival, and we actually just got back the results. We did contact tracing after the fact, and nobody got sick. So it showed like that, these things can be done safely. But anyway, performing at an event is one thing, but running the show is something totally different. Here is some footage, and I hope you enjoy.
Ninth Island, Reggae Roulette. Let's go check it out.
So this was in the very beginning of the event. I had to walk around, coordinate everybody. They put on a big walkie-talkie on my head, so I was pretty much telling everybody kind of what to do during this event. It was wild, man. Wild experience.
So we're gonna have 3 videos that kind of go back to back. Right now, we're gonna do the intro. Right now. Let's see what. Yeah. So I'm gonna walk back there right now. They're gonna turn down the music and then start the video. Okay. So whenever I can get a cue for them to start that. Oh, all right.
So frustrated.
Show starts. Okay. Hey guys, I have an idea. What do you think of this? Why don't I put a wild palm on this guy so he can tell us what he wants all the time, wherever he is. Yeah, I think we do. I think that's gonna facilitate. So I'm gonna go get them on stage and we got it. Thank you guys so much.
Just put your hand on the glass. I'll be trying to pull you through. You just gotta be strong.
Hey, the show's about to start, so watch this skit, bro. I like your part the best. Right on, bro. Bruh. Okay.
So late, there's a lowest lane. Kiss away my frown when the wind insane took me from the day when I lost my name. Girl, it's something I can live for. Everybody's wondering what's the change. They don't recognize, got so much to say. But I never thought someone could love someone so much that give up on everything. That will be there when you need me. That will be there when you cry, baby. I will be there when you need someone to tell you that you're beautiful, baby. I will be there when you need someone to run with. I will be there when you need someone to dance with. I'm your lover till the sky turns gray, girl. You're beautiful, baby. Yes, you're beautiful, beautiful. You're beautiful, baby. Yes, you're beautiful, Jano.
Okay, so real quick, I want to dedicate this song to my fiance. It's actually her birthday today. So you can see, throwing an event on your lady's birthday, you got to do a lot afterwards, you know what I mean? So I'm going to start here. This song's for you. I'll take you to dinner tomorrow.
I feel butterflies when I'm in your hand. You can turn the baby into white sand. You can take a moment, memory in a glance. But I can't believe anyone else. Everybody's talking, you're always shining. You never stop listening, baby. But I never thought someone could love someone so much that give up on everything. That will be there when you need me. That will be there when you cry,
so one other thing that we haven't talked about was how cold it was that night. It was like 50 degrees. And that little jacket from H&M made it even colder, man. Here's one of my favorite parts of the set too. I feel like I got so many.
Yes, you're beautiful, John knows. Yes, you're beautiful, John knows.
There's a billion people underneath the sun that could find a billion more but never find the one. There's a girl who did this and a social life was on magazines, was a shy guy. A superman thinks the lowest thing keeps away my pride when I went insane. But I never thought someone could love someone so much that give up on everything. Give up on everything. Why don't you give up on everything?
Nice.
I will be there when you need me. I will be there when you cry, baby. I will be there when you need someone to tell you that you're beautiful, baby. I will be there when you need someone to run with. I will be there when you need someone to dance with. I'm your lover till the sky turns gray, girl. You're beautiful, baby. Yes, you're beautiful, beautiful. You're beautiful, baby.
Yes, you're beautiful, John knows.
Girl, you're beautiful, baby.
Yes, you're beautiful, John knows.
Happy birthday, babe. Yes,
You're beautiful, John knows.
brownie points, baby.
I said brownie points, baby. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do want to check out the full show, I'm going to put up on my YouTube channel the short show for this. So there's about an hour and a half of music, 3 different bands. Make sure to watch it over tonight. Or if you want to watch it during like a run or a workout or something, man, an hour and a half of music. If you do want to support the full show, if you want to support me, I did take a little loss from this. So what I'm doing is I'm selling the whole show. And it's a 3-hour show. And the money's going towards the next one too. So you can find out the information for that, reggaeroulette.com. It's just $10 and you get the full download. So you can put it on your phone, you can put it on your computer, and you can put it in your car and just listen to a 3-hour broadcast, all local Las Vegas reggae bands. And the money is towards making the show possible. It goes to the performers, it goes to me, the sound engineers, the lighting techs, the live stream techs for the night. And yeah, so reggaeroulette.com. Enjoy this song, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this fun broadcast.
If you want it, you can have it.
You can have it.
If you need it,
Whoa, whoa.
we can make it alright.
If you want it, you can have it. But stay warm. Baby, creep, babe. They gon' find you.
like 2 days before we played. And then he just like worked on it, figured it out.
Don't you close your eyes. One more time, bounce cruise on the. We got Jesse on the keys. Give it up.
If you want it, you can have it.
You can have
If
it.
you need it,
Whoa, whoa.
we can make it alright.
If you want it, you can have it. But stay warm.
So once again, this was all video from the show, the concert, the mini festival that I threw called 9th Island Reggae Roulette. If you want to watch the full show, you can buy it on reggaeroulette.com. Also, I'm going to be doing another broadcast like this. Let's shoot for Sunday, okay? So, but we'll watch more of it because at the very end of the set, we have like a master set, and there's a bunch of members from all the bands jamming out songs. We played a lot of like really cool songs too. So if you can't wait for that, you can buy the whole thing right now at reggaeroulette.com, or I will see you on Sunday. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this like little deep dive into what it took to throw an event during the pandemic. I did this whole thing to show people that live music is important and that live events can be done safely, so always fight for it. I know these live streams are like cool, but it isn't a replacement for live music. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the whole broadcast. My name is Beau Cody, and I will see you on Sunday. Thank you so much. Much love, everybody.
Original music.
We'll listen to that
everybody,
song
once again
on
with the
Sunday.
BC Project.
And
Until
make sure
next
to
time,
tune in.
everybody.
I hope to see
Thank you so
soon.
much.
Beau Cody TV, baby, it's happening. There's gonna be a lot more live streams soon. Much love, everybody. Here's a little out. Until next time. What's up, everyone? My name is Beau Cody. Dude, 9th Island Reggae Roulette. We're on the last band right now. And man, it's been a trip, dude. Trying to throw live events during this COVID comes with so much challenges, you know? And dude, I felt like on stage we were playing the first song and then it was done. You know what I mean? And like, it's been a crazy experience. It's been really fun. So make sure to always support live music. I keep trying to say that the reason why I wanted to do this was to show people that, you know, live events shouldn't get wiped away, and that watching a live stream, like, yeah, it's cool, but it's not a replacement for live music. So make sure to always support live, and hope to see you at the next event. Bye, everybody.